and welcome back to my channel. If you are subscribed to my channel, you probably saw that I did a clear dip challenge a few months ago. I did it with 14 brands clear powders to see which ones were the most clear. So top 3 from that video were double dipped with an apostrophe D, Manny Moguls, and Peppy Gel. Here we are, another video, and we're doing part 2 of the clear dip challenge. In this video, we'll be comparing the clears from a few other brands, including iGel Beauty, Manny Boss, Dipalicious, Zebra, Virgo and Gem, Vividip, Triple D, all powdered up, and Double Dip without the apostrophe D. If you remember, I had included Triple D's clear in my first video, but that was a sample before she started selling her clear. So this is the one that she decided to go with. This is a new formula, so I'm comparing this with these other brands today. So let's get started. So I've got all of my swatches prepped. I did it in the same color as I did in the first video. And these are dipped, activated, buffed, and activated again. So I have them all here. I know some of the comments that I've had from my other video was that was the question, why didn't I do a test challenge or a clear test using clear swatches? And I do it on dark because you can see that you can see if it bubbles, you can see the any white specks in the clear a lot clearer. Excuse the pun. A lot better in on a dark color. But I can also show you, I've labeled clear swatches with all the brands that I'm going to be testing today. So you can see it's going to, and I'll show you that it's going to be kind of hard to see. With swatches, they already have some blemishes, I don't know if you can see this one. This one has a little mark here. So I don't think clear swatches are a great way to see if a test or if a clear is going to be clear. But I will do that here anyways, and I'll show you. So you can kind of have two different views. So I'm going to go ahead and start with iGel Beauty. I'm going to grab my 2 swatches here. Okay, don't mind my one naked finger. This one prematurely popped off and I'm too lazy to redo it. So, so don't mind me. Okay, so this is iGel Beauty, and all of these dips I have not dipped into. These are all new. I haven't dipped into them yet because I wanted to keep the, the integrity of the clear brand new for this test. So I'm using double dip liquids today. And again, this is brand new, so it's not contaminated with any sort of glitters or any other specs. So that you know it's going to be just the clear. So I'm going to be dipping into the clear swatch first. And just first impression, this powder is very fluffy. I think most clear powders are really fluffy. This one does not have any sort of shimmer. Sometimes clears have like almost like a sheen to it. This one does not. It's very matte. So, which I tend to like a lot. Okay, so I'm gonna now go and do a dip of clear on my dark swatch here. And I'm going to let that set or let that dry. And while that is drying, I'm going to put that off to the side, and I'm going to do the next brand is Double Dip. Okay, so Double Dip again. This one has a little bit of a shimmer to the powder. It usually is fine. It doesn't affect the clear very much, but I'm just kind of pointing out things that I'm noticing here for you guys. Okay, again, I'm gonna go in with the clear swatch first. And this one's very fine. When I dipped in there, it was very loose. It's very soft, which is nice. I feel like especially with clears, clears, there's no color, there's no pigment in there, so I feel like with clear cannot talk today. With clear powders, it has to be super smooth. Wow, this one's already, like, I almost feel like this is already a really good clear. Okay, so that is double dip. I'm going to move that aside. So I have my little swatch holder here. Actually, I'm gonna take these out. Okay, so the next one I'm gonna do is all powdered up. All powdered up is very smooth as well. I feel like when I dipped into it, it's about as smooth as it was with the double dip. This one, similar to double dip, it has a little bit of shimmer to it, but again, I don't think that really affects the way, or it doesn't affect how clear it is. It's just something that I'm just calling out everything to you guys so you, you know, can see, I guess, what, or see, all that I am doing here. So, okay, so I'm gonna go in with this colored swatch. So the one that I just did was triple D. So this is triple D. This is what I get for going too fast. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm gonna switch these names because I messed up. All right, okay, we're back on track now. So that was triple D. And now I'm gonna do all powdered up. Okay, so this powder is pretty flat. I don't see a lot of shimmer like I did with the triple D and the double dip. It's pretty flat. So I'm gonna go in with the clear first. And again, this one is very smooth as well. It dips very nicely in. So the next one I'm going to do is Zebra. So Zebra, this is just a sample. So this is not, this isn't, all that's in the clear that you get from her. She was nice enough to send me a sample of this one just so I can do my test. So this one does have some shimmer in it. It's kind of similar to what iGel has. A little bit of shimmer in there, but again, that doesn't affect how clear a clear dip is. So we're gonna go ahead and get this one swatched. This one is very smooth, very easy to dip into, which is really nice. Sorry, that was my dog. I don't know if you heard him or not, but he's sleeping in the background and he just groaned a big old stretching groan. Yeah, this one is very easy to dip into. It's very smooth. So this is Vivid Dip. This one has some shimmer, but for the most part, it's pretty flat. And this one is very nice to dip into as well. I feel like a lot of companies have stepped up their clear game. I have a feeling that we're gonna have a lot of really good clears in this batch. So far, so good, because they are all very easy to dip to. They are all very easy to dip into. Very smooth. Okay, so the next one that I'm going to do is Dipalicious. Okay, so Dipalicious does have some shine, has a sheen to their dip powder, their clear dip powder. And I don't know if you can kind of see in this light, there's like some imperfections on this clear swatch. So another reason why I do not like using clear swatches for clear dip. And I just dipped into this one and it's like butter. This one is really easy to dip into. You guys, you know, I haven't found one so far that has been hard to dip into. All of these are really smooth, very fine, which is what you want in a nice clear. Yeah, that is like beautiful. Okay, so we're gonna move this aside to dry. Okay, we're gonna go next with Manny Boss. So Manny Boss is a relatively new company. I love all of her colors so far. It's started by Megan Walters. And she's always been one of my favorite nail artists, dip ladies in the nail community to follow, and so I was super excited when I heard that she was starting her own company. Okay, so her clear has a little bit of shimmer, or a little bit of a sheen to her clear, and I believe she sells these in 3 sizes. So whichever one you want, she has the size. So if you just wanted to test it, she has a 1/4 ounce. She has a 1/2 ounce like this one. She also has a full ounce. Okay, again, very smooth and easy to dip into. I'm gonna sound like a broken record with that, because they really are all very easy to dip into. Okay, and the last one that I have is Virgo and Gem. I actually really love their liquids. When I first started their liquids, or using their liquids, it was a little off for me. I was like, I don't know if I like these. But I think with all liquids, it's you have to get used to them. And so I kept using Virgo and Gem liquids for a little bit longer, and the more that I use them, the more I like them. And now I feel like they're one of my favorites. I definitely like their top coat. It's very comparable to triple vitamin, which I loved before because I've had so many finicky top coats, but Virgo and Gem has been really good, and the brush has never hardened for me, not yet, or hopefully not ever. But it's similar to triple vitamin. Triple vitamin has never hardened on me. I've used other liquids from other brands, and they've all hardened, but not this one. Ooh, you know what? This liquid is kind of finicky right now. My brush is a little bit hard, so I'm gonna let that level out. Okay, so this one does have a sheen as well. Ooh, but it's so smooth. So smooth. And I'm actually gonna use a different liquid because my brush is hardening. So let's use Virgo and Gem as I talk about their liquids. Yeah, this one is so easy to dip into. All right. So I'm gonna let that set. So I'm gonna use a new brush. This has never been used before, but I like these hard brushes, especially for clears, because sometimes you have to really get it off, right? You have to really get that clear off. So I'm just gonna clean up and clean underside as well. So I've brushed off all the excess powder for all of these, and I've activated everything, so now we're ready to top coat. Again, I'm looking at the dark swatches because that's gonna be easier to tell how clear a clear is. Like all the, it doesn't, I can't tell with these. And I'll show you here in a little bit. So I don't know if you can see on this swatch right here, there's already some, I don't know if it's on the underside or what it is, but there's some like blemishes on the swatch itself. So, and like you can see like how clear this part is, but not the swatch itself. I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of hard. It's kind of like blurrier. And I think that's due to the base. Maybe it's the base liquid's reaction to the plastic or something, but this is why I don't think it's a very good indicator of how clear a swatch is. So like you can see here, like it's kind of fuzzy, right? Like if you look through here but here, you look through here and it's super clear. So I think that is the same for everything, and that's why I don't like using the clear swatches, because I do think that the liquids, maybe the dip liquids, have some sort of reaction to the plastic. So I'm gonna try to show you here. So here are all the brands. I'm gonna see if I can show you how if you can see this here very well. I'm hoping that you can. So you can see like these ones. Where am I? Where's my finger? You can see these ones are all very clear. When you get to these last three right here, I don't know, I think this is a good angle. You can kind of see that speckling. And I can kind of wipe it and see, and maybe it might be lint, but I don't think it is. So yeah, this is a really good light. You can kind of see the little bit of speckling here. Overall, this batch of brands are really good. Like I would say at this point, if you're using one of these already, I would say just continue using it. It would be really based on your preference for the brand, the cost maybe, the availability, maybe if you're ordering other colors already and you decide you want to throw in a clear because, so you don't have to pay separate shipping for them, do that, because they're all very comparable. Like I have my favorite brands, and so I know which ones I will probably be continue to order clears from. But yeah, they're very comparable. They're all very clear. So yeah, so that's my clear test round 2. I hope you enjoy this video. I hope this has helped you. And if you have any comments or any questions, let me know down below, and I will see you in my next video. Thanks, guys. Bye.